so finance is very, very clearly marks this need for predictive analytics, or what we like to call anticipation of the future. So if you think traditionally, there's been all the data, the numerical, indices, the stock values, stock trending, the numerical time series analysis, and the financial theory says that, well, everyone's doing that, and so that's already been absorbed into the price, and so people are looking for the edge. What else can I get? Where is the information that I can leverage to get ahead of that, to get ahead of the rest of the market? And so no secret that the thinking is, well, how do we get into this unstructured data? That seems to be the untapped source, whether it's the news, and there's a history of both. Let's take the two major vendors. What has Reuters been doing the last couple of years with an initiative called OpenCalais? Taking their content and marking it up. Who were the people, the places, and things that we're writing about? And how can we ultimately move to event markup? The mergers and the acquisitions, the hirings and the firings, supply chain news, threats, even, again, security issues are another dimension of business in terms of global threat. So Reuters and OpenCalais, or Dow Jones and an acquisition they made to do the same on content, to mark up the entities, the things, the events, and to provide that sort of level for essentially then algorithmic traders to do things. So that's where the hole is, though, is we're getting a good handle on the people, places, and things, and the events that are going on, but they're still, until Saffron in this memory-based approach, how do we capture all that knowledge and exploit it better? You are starting to see some indications of that happening. For instance, I still think it's a basic case, but it is a very, very strong case. Recent evidence of using Twitter, for instance, in a national security domain, to do sentiment analysis on Twitter, and to understand some precursors about how sentiment can start to, at least coarse-grained, predict the Arab Spring and what's going on in different countries. Sentiment analysis, obviously, around brands. You'd like to know what people in general are thinking about your brands. So we are starting to see this exploitation of unstructured sources, and it's, staying with finance, is these initiatives to use entity extraction, event extraction, to mark up what we know out in the unstructured world of news and blogs and Twitter and Wikipedia and everything else out there, but we haven't fully exploited it yet in terms of really having precise anticipatory models of really posting out there, not just saying that sentiment was bad in Egypt, and and look at this trend, and so you can imagine the uprising. Well, yes, that's good, but another deeper, finer-grained understanding of the relationships, the events, so that we can make very, very particular predictions, anticipations, that then become actually more actionable. Should I invest in this stock or not? To move to that level is starting, and I think it is going to be not just driven by these tech sources, but bringing the tech sources together with our more traditional QSIP numbers, indices, timeline trends, and bringing that all together into a truly predictive system is obviously the holy grail of finance in making those bets, and it's the holy grail for all industries. If you can start to really anticipate what might happen, now you're informed for what you need to do about it.